Hi everyone, welcome to our latest tool, the ship generator. And let's just update the generator suite and scroll down here. And well, what it does is, you can see in the image here already, it allows you to assemble spaceships. So currently only spaceships, but I'm still thinking about fantasy or modern ones. But for now, there are like two libraries already, and let's just jump into them and how to create your own ships. Basically, the ship generator is quite easy. You have a front, as you can already see here. So let's just click there. We are now in the freighter ship library, and let's just select the front. Then for the mid parts, so the parts that appear here, let's just add the mid basic part. See, now I have that, and now we need a back. So let's just take the normal back part. And yeah, this is already the basic form of a ship. And the idea is now that we can have multiple mid parts. So let's just add another, maybe the mid freight. So it's a bit bigger element. And then we can add another, maybe again a freight element. And once again, another like basic element. And yeah, that's it already. That's how you can assemble your ships. What we now need is more stuff, because quite boring. Probably let's start here at the back. You have a lot of pluses here, and these are the add-ons for each of the part. So let's just add an add-on for the back, and you see we have some files here that are called back add-on. And now let's, for example, just take the normal thrusters. So we have a real spaceship. We can do the same for the front. So we could, for example, or let's first check what add-ons there are. We have the main cannon, we have a top mount, and can there add a crane and a turret. So let's probably just take the main cannon. And let's add some stuff on top here. So for the basic element or the mid, let's see, we have a mid add-ons here. We have the top mounts. Let's just add the mount here. So that's this little platform. And let's add another add-on here. So possibly the top turret. So our ship can shoot a bit. For the middle parts, maybe let's add some cargo crane. So again, we are adding the mount. And we are adding the crane. And possibly on the last element, we could add some communication, as you can see here. So again, let's first add the mount and then the comms part. And yeah, so we already added some stuff to our ship. We can now rotate these things. So for the turret, for example, let's go into the Z axis and just rotate the tower by 15 degrees. And let's do the same for the crane. Let's rotate the crane by -30. And we can also do it for the comms array. Let's just take like 60 degrees there. All right, so we can also like easily just delete them. Or for example, if we don't want this mid part, we can remove it. We can shift those mid parts, so we could take the back. Maybe let's rotate the ship like this. So it looks like here. So we have our mid basic part here with the turret. We have the freight part, and we have another mid basic part with the comms. You can just move that over here, and back down, back down. We can also add another mid part. Take another freight element. If we want, we can just shift it one up here, and maybe we can just rotate the crane something like 150. And yeah, this is our ship. We also have some side cannons here. So maybe let's add them here, the mid add-on side cannon. You can also do it for the last mid element. Yeah, and then we can just save our ship. Let's call it test ship. And that's it. Stuff we also have is, if I look at the mid freight element, we also have like backhaul, center, front hole. Let's just take the backhaul element here. And for the next one, let's take the front hole. So you can have your 3mm mounting hole here either between those elements, or if you just take a center hole, it's just in the middle of the element. But since we have 4 elements, I would suggest to have it between these. So let's take the back hole element here. So this part is the back hole, so it has a half a hole on the back, and this one is the front, so it has half this mounting position at the front. Let's just like clear everything and create a new ship. Let's look at the other library too. We also have the dwarf ship library. You already know my dwarf ships. Yeah, so basically it's the same. Add a mid, back and front. Now for the mid we can also do it with a mounting hole, and again add add-ons. So for the front we can look, we have the hammer icon here, so it's on the sides here. We can also have some main cannon, some top turret again with a mount, the turret base. Let's just take the main cannon here. And for the mid, see, we have side armor, we have side weapons, we have this tanker element. Looks like that. So add some top armor, top communication stuff. For example, just take the top armor here. Yeah, don't remove the other one, like this. And on the back we also have like all these side thrusters. We have the hammer icon, or side thrusters with hammer icon. We have the back thrusters, so you can have like one. So I replaced the back element, but I should have just added a back add-on. So a very big thruster here. You can also add some double side thrusters. So we have a very short and fat dwarf warship. And yeah, that's it already. That's the spaceship, or in general ship generator. If you want to create libraries for this, it's pretty easy. The front element should just sit at the 0 point at the back plane. The back part should sit at 0 with the front plane. So just shifts them to the left and right here, depending on the size of the mid elements. And yeah, the mid elements should just be in both directions elongated. But you can easily just download my parts and look at them. All the add-ons should just be positioned so that they work with the elements as they are. So you don't need to define any positions or something. I did not do it like that, because if you start defining positions, then you can only add stuff at those positions. And if you look at the mid here, we have up to 2 or 3 add-ons. For the front we already have 3 with the side, the top and the front. And so it's quite not so expandable if you start defining positions. That's why I just said add the parts as they are. If you want to rotate parts around a certain position, so for example, let's just add the front turret here. Let's add the base too. Then there is a definition file that just says where is my rotation point for the turret. If you have that, it will just rotate it around that point. If you don't have it, for example, for this turret base, it will just rotate around the 0 point. So pretty easy. If you have questions, ask me or look at the other libraries I already have for the ship generator. And there will be more libraries. I think it's a really easy and fun tool, especially for these spaceships. Works pretty fast, pretty easy, and lets you customize your spaceships for games like Grimdark Future Warfleets, which is a super cool game, and you should definitely check it out, create your fleets, and play the coolest space battles. Yeah, that's it from me today. Thanks for watching, and see you next time. Goodbye.